So today in my backyard, you can see the harvest of some cucumbers and some yard long beans. So cucumbers are down here. They're kind of struggling from the heat. I think next time I do cucumbers, either they'll be a lot closer to the sprinkler, or they're gonna have something to like drip water on them, so that they're constantly being watered. And here is the yard long beans, where the new ones came from. And I don't know the name of this yard long bean. I think it's the Chinese red noodle yard long bean. It took a little while for it to start producing, but those were the red noodles in that pot a while ago you saw. And as you can see, zucchini has got a bunch of flowers. Well, you can't see the flowers. Got a good leaf growth. I have to get down in here to look, but it's still producing. So it's not really a concern about whether or not you can grow this type of zucchini here. The carrot bed's kind of getting overran with weeds. One thing, I don't want to pull the weeds up, because when I pull the weeds up, it might pull a carrot up, but it looks like the leaves are yellowing. Maybe it's because it's hot, but they're starting to grow. So the cow peas are starting to come in now. They struggled, but they all of a sudden started flowering and started producing. I think this is Fast Lady right here. Here's the butter beans. And here's some cow peas with some beans that are ready. Well, I guess they're peas. Okra's starting to come in. We got our first okra yesterday, but wasn't a lot of it, so that we're ready. Wonder what kind of bug that is here on the butter beans. Little amaranth starting to come up. Some cucumbers. Some more cucumbers. I'm not sure if these cucumbers are in a good spot to get enough sun. So here's the Egyptian spinach. And I just noticed a plant that I had forgotten we planted. But this looks like, I forget the name, Poplano or whatever. It looks like the cilantro substitute. Got 2 plants so far. Maybe some more will come up soon. And here's one of the things you noticed in the garden right here beside the pine trees. The closer you get to the pine trees, the stuff just don't do good. So you can see this stuff was planted at the same time. And then I guess there's just a certain level, probably starting about right here, where stuff starts getting big again. So I don't think we'll plant this close to the pine trees anymore. Eggplants are kind of looking like they'll do something. Here's another example of some yard long beans. And you see how good my other ones were doing. These are planted at the same time. Maybe they're a different type, or maybe it's just right here next to the pine. I don't think I'll plant next to the pines again. Here's some more yard long beans, and it's kind of obvious. Here's a pine starting right here by that pine. There's a little yard long beans, nothing's happening. You kind of get away from the pines and you start to get some bigger yard long beans. Then you get the furthest away is the biggest ones. So I think that's a clear sign. And we still got a good little bit of peas, or these are green beans, but they're not really flowering anymore. So we decided just to let the rest that we've got go to seed, and then we'll let them dry, and we'll replant them next year. Supposedly, if you keep planting the same stuff in the same area over the generations, they'll kind of adapt. I don't know, but we'll see if that works.